11,300 pounds, classic old Coachmen Somerset triple slide here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, just coming in on trade. And as we go through, I'm going to point out all kinds of things on this that are not in ideal shape, because I'm the type of person, if I see something, I say something. I think there's still some camping to be done in this RV. I think, given its age and what I see, that if you plan to take this home, I think if you had like a seasonal site where you're just going to park it, you weren't going to do a lot of towing, that'd probably be the best application for this RV at this stage in its life. And that's the thing you need to remember, is that at this stage in its life, this is an 02. It is basically 18 years old. RVs are built with about a 12 to 15 year expectation lifespan, depending on you know, what you're looking at. So this thing made it. It passed the test. It's still here. It's on bonus time right now, but that means that along the way it accumulated some things. Kind of like if you had a 2002 car, it wouldn't be the best looking car anymore. You know, it would have a ding in the bumper, it'd have a gash in the upholstery or something like that. That's sort of what we're looking at here. So just because of that, we're going to go ahead and classify this as just a budget, blow it out, handyman special.
Handyman special.
And I mean, really, again, it's not bad for its age. You have to make sure you put that qualifier in there. And at a glance, pretty sharp. Now, if you see it in person, your eyeballs pick up things the camera doesn't, like some fine detail, debris stuff maybe here and there. That one shade above the dinette, that string needs restrung. Otherwise, I was actually quite pleasantly surprised. Most of the shades looking pretty good. There's a couple little spots like up here where a piece of ceiling trim has popped. It looks to be from hot-cold compression exposure though, because I haven't found a like leaky wall panel, despite all the things that we're going to look at in here. Like water damage and leaks, those are not among the, I guess you could say, flaws or characteristics, or however you want to phrase it, the things I can talk about in this RV. It seems to have actually been seal maintained over time. Interestingly, there is a power outlet behind that left-hand chair on the floor, a floor-mounted outlet, which kind of reminds me of like an old household thing where you might plug in a lamp. You don't see that very often anymore. It's been a long time. Updated King Jack antenna though, so wherever they were at, they were using OTA signal, and that must have done them a heck of a job. And that right there is a very rare find. That's a 10 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer. You don't really see those anymore today. You tend to go straight from a 6 to an 8 in terms of gas electrics. Obviously 12 volt compressor fridges have since become a thing, which are 10.7 cubic feet, and that's about what this is here. Now down below you can see where the floor flush slide must have caught a little bit of that linoleum. It looks like they just kind of took a straight razor and trimmed it down so that wasn't happening anymore. So that's just a thing that's there. You need to know about it. I do love all of the counter space of this thing. Holy crap, man. It's got some real slick counter space, and below all of it, naturally, you'll find cabinet area. And that's kind of one of the secrets of this floor plan. Your cabinet space is almost tucked around here, around the corner. You don't overtly see it when you first walk in the door. The sofa, the dining, those could obviously fold down into some guest sleeping spaces. Slide side breeze windows. I notice all the way downstairs you've got day-night dual section shades. So you know you can kind of control your light and your airflow. Now naturally the entertainment setup on this is very classic and very dated. It probably wouldn't hurt, like if you had some carpentry skill, to maybe kind of modify this to be a little bit more modern, flat screen friendly, since I don't think we need a VHS shelf anymore like this one has. Although there is a very nice shelf right in there for some modern, like Blu-ray type electronics or something like that. Maybe take that old stereo out and you could put something in that's a little less space cumbersome and has a little bit more feature to it. Good Lord. That is a near match for the old Emerson stereo that I used to have when I was a kid growing up. That is darn close. You could do the A and the B side. You could steal some songs off the radio. That was good right there. And then they wondered why my generation stole music via Napster. It's because we grew up stealing it from the radio. We thought that was okay. Don't yell at us. We didn't know. Anyway. Moving forward. Classic split upper bed and bath deck right here. This is pretty normal. Although you can see they put a foam topper on top of a residential Serta queen bed that's also a pillow top. So there's some serious bedding going on in play here. This was made before a lot of fifth wheels were washer dryer ready, so kind of keep that factor in mind. It is not a washer dryer unit. You'd have to do some pretty substantial modifications to get it there. So, you know, like I called this a Handyman special. Ooh, that's a big dresser. What I kind of mean by that is I think that if you were a fix-it and flip-it specialist, I think that you could make a few $100 here pretty easy. You know, there's still a lot of good RV to be had. There's a lot of good camping to be had still in this RV. If what you're looking for is I'm a first-timer and I want the most easy, comfortable, I don't know anything how to do this experience ever, I don't believe that this is the right RV for you. I'd rather shoot you straight right now and let you know that. We've got plenty of other things here that could maybe suit you a little bit better. But if you're looking for something where you just want to park it by, you know, an old lake or in the back 40 and make it a hunting shack or a little occasional lake cabin sort of camping situation, I think this one could get you through. Quick look at the side-to-side pass-through that runs below primarily the bathroom area, just to give you a point of reference. As we back out, you see the folks added their own little kind of sewer hose caddy, just basically a big old PVC pipe. Maybe not flashy, but effective. You also see how they created their own bottom step. This was made as RVs started to get taller, but you still only tended to find triple steps out there. Now, I think one of the reasons that this RV does not have seam failures and leaks is probably that cover right there. Like, it could use a bath, but the fact is, if you look at the age of this RV, overall, the seals, the decals, those things have held up admirably. I also, again, I won't lie by omission. The tires, they are the original tires. They were manufactured in the 15th week of 2002, according to the date code on those things. I actually finally remembered to look at a date code once. And I was a little bit surprised to find the original tires that were still on there. So once again, if you were just looking to take it a short distance, park it at a seasonal site and leave it, they'd probably be okay, because they don't look weather checked, they're just aged out. You want to do some serious towing and going, you definitely want to replace those tires. Now you can see those slide awnings. That's a member of the new Carefree Invisio series. I'm joking, obviously. The material on those slide awnings has given up the ghost and is obviously no longer with us. It is actually very common in the used RV market. If you see where someone had a slide awning, but the material, the fabric, had basically been used up, weathered out, the hardware tends to be left on the slide so that you don't have 6 to 12 screw holes basically gaping open in your slide fascia. Now, if you look on top of the RV, you might be able to see the AC shroud. You might also be able to see where a couple of the ribs on that are a little bit exposed. It looks like maybe it got weathered out or cracked up a little bit, I'm not sure. But once again, Handyman special. It needs a little bit of TLC. But the thing is, I've seen so much worse. Is it flawless? Is it perfect? Is it necessarily out of the box ready to go? No. But do I think it could actually be made to be something fairly respectable? Maybe swap a little furniture, do a little dusting, clean the outside, maybe change an AC shroud or something like that? Actually, I think it could be all right, you know? And I think that's the best you could hope for this one. Right now, it's, you know, below average. It's not deplorable, it's below average, but it could be made to be okay. That's kind of how I look at this one. Well, you know, this is also just a straight budget piece, not something where we're looking at top dollar on a job like this. But as you can see, we have no shortage of all kinds of different things to look at. That's why I don't mind shooting you straight here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I tell people all the time, if I bump into you at the grocery store and you're buying a head of lettuce, I want to know that I can look you in the eyes and I don't have to duck down the dog food aisle and hide from you. So maybe some of what we shared here isn't the prettiest news, but it is the truth. And, you know, if we can't earn your business on this RV, we can at least earn your respect and hopefully earn your business on something else. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.